the idea for this shoot was to basically try and cover many different types of clothing, going from casual to sporting to formal. So we decided to come up with a concept of the weekend away and to kind of put it into a story. So we're basically covering two guys that were working together, finish up work on a Friday, jump in the car, one of them meets their girlfriend down at a hotel. There's a big black tie event on, so it kind of follows the whole weekend through with a bit of sporting in the middle of it as well. So this scene that we shot outside with the three friends is the afternoon after the black tie event. They're going for a nice leisurely walk in the grounds of the hotel. Carl is our very retro type of model with his really cool fro. So he's wearing a COS jacket and a ribbed jumper. He's kind of got that cool, kind of funky look to him. Where Ida is our more sophisticated kind of male, likes his very clean kind of cut, nice clean lines. And we also then have Michelle, who's our female in it, and she's wearing a lovely sheepskin from Massimo Dutti. People automatically always think that when they hear you're a stylist, they kind of go, oh great, that is amazing, like what a fantastic job you have, like it's all glamour and glitz and everything else, and all you do all day is go around lovely shops and look at everything. So I'm afraid behind the scenes is a totally different story. Like here I am, I think I don't know what time it is, actually it could be 7 or 8 o'clock at this stage, and I started at about 5 o'clock this morning. And if you look in the room next door, there's bags and bags of stuff that still have to be packed away, brought downstairs, packed into a car, and an hour and a half drive, and all sorted out this evening when I get home. All the credits and captions written up as well, and then everything brought back to the stores tomorrow. The second look we have here is our hunting look. The two guys have been out cave pigeon shooting during their break away for the weekend. And as you can see, we've a gorgeous dog and a lovely spaniel. It's never straightforward. There's always fun with that. So quite a bit of up and down steps and pulling on leads, but eventually we got the shot that we wanted after a little while of him getting to know Ida, who was the person leading him. So, as usual, when we plan out a shoot, we scope out the location first and figure out where we're going to shoot each scene. Unfortunately today, as always happens, the room that we had booked to do the office scene in was gone, so we had to kind of come up with a new office for us. We rearranged desks, we kind of robbed a desk from the reception area and kind of hooped that down a hall and set up kind of laptops and books and changed lighting and everything else to suit it, so we kind of had that look to the set as such. But you've seen what was behind the scenes, it certainly wasn't an office. So this is the beginning of the shoot that we see the two guys that are in the office on a Friday evening. Again, as you can see, Carl is wearing a Louis Copeland suit. It's a collaboration with Darren Kennedy. It's a kind of beautiful wool, bright blue kind of window pane check. And then Ida is wearing a really fairly, I suppose, corporate three-piece grey suit by Alias Tom. Once we get an idea for the actual story that we're going to have, and then we start picking the models, in my mind, they're nearly like actors, so I'm nearly seeing it like a film. So I kind of tend to give them their own personalities within it, and it's easier for me when I'm talking to them as well, or myself and the photographer talking how we want them to kind of portray themselves and what we want them to kind of give to the camera. You can make a model look like anything, but I think certain models have a particular look that's natural to them, and I always think it's always, when you're picking a model for a particular shoot, to go with the one that naturally to you feels right for your particular narrative. Originally for this shot, it was set up to be kind of in a brunch type scene on a Sunday morning with the three models. When we had it all set up and everything been photographed with the lighting and the background, we found that it just wasn't working. It didn't have the right feel for it. So we took Michelle, the female model, out of it, and we put the two guys up at the bar, and we got a far better kind of feel for what exactly we wanted. passionate actually about, whether it be young designers. I'll always, even when I'm doing shoots for magazines, I'll always try and get at least 1 or 2 of their pieces in, because it makes a massive difference. Someone just seeing, catching their eye, that suddenly they kind of go, oh, that's nice, and you can get orders in from that basis to get the name known. Somebody else sees it, another stylist sees it in the magazine and goes, oh, I like their stuff, I didn't know about them. Because there is a huge amount of people out there designing at the moment. Big change, I suppose, at the moment, because myself and 2 other guys are in the process of setting up a cross-media company called Cross Media, funnily enough. So basically what we do is we're a full-service agency for production. So if whether it be a designer, an editor of a magazine, a brand, they can come to us and we will literally do absolutely everything for them. We will do it from basic storyboard, we'll do the full editorial, we'll organise the models, the hair, the makeup, videography, the whole lot basically. And we'll also in maybe 6 months to a year's time, depending on everything goes, have an e-com site as well. For individuals, again, for designers, for brands, for small boutiques. Yeah, that's really exciting, and that's hopefully now for the next couple of years what keep me quite busy, as well as, you know, still doing the freelance work for other magazines and designers and brands and that. So there's so many people out there that's really, really helpful, that I feel that you have to give back to people. I don't think there's any point in doing it otherwise, to be quite honest with you. And I always think that people that I think that are confident enough to do that and share whatever contacts they have with it as well, like, they're the ones that do tend to get on, I think, and they just have the natural talent. They're not kind of I suppose concerned about who's saying what or who's doing what. They just get on and do their own thing, you know. So yeah, I would be very pro helping anyone I can in the design world at all.